Hello and welcome to Cali Legends Media. Okay, just a real quick video regarding what's going on right now with the deportation and all the stuff that's happening in the street and all the barrios around here in East Los Angeles. In fact, it's a nationwide battle right now against the way ICE and the way the Trump administration is handling the deportations. And that's the issue, as I mentioned before, not deportation, but the way they're doing it and who they're deporting. Well, it seems that Trump's now backpedaling and saying that the people who work in hotels and that are working the fields and that are working on farms, they're going to be good to go. They're going to accommodate them in order for them to pick the vegetables and the fruit from the fields, from the orchards, and the farm workers, the ones that work on the farm with the beef and with the milk and all the different farming that there is, egg farming, whatever. If it's a farm and they have employees that are immigrants, they're going to be entitled to stay here, which is kind of the point that we were all trying to make, was to let the people who are working and doing the right thing and raising their families continue to do so. But the criminals, the ones that are actually here from the different organizations and crimes and that are committing crimes or have committed crimes, most definitely put them on the bus and tell them to kick rocks. We have enough going on right now with our own people that are born here in this country, being involved with gangs and other violent organizations. I mean, even the cartels are here. But as far as the individual people in the community, I guess he's making arrangements where if they have a letter from their boss, the owner of the farm, the owners of the fields and orchards, and they're going to lose the labor force that they count on, then they're going to have a chance to deport and then be reinstated as I guess their work visa will be renewed, and in doing so they'll have more time for them to apply for citizenship. I'm sorry, I'm down here on Target on Whittier and right off of Whittier Boulevard, where all of the havoc was yesterday with the ICE, with the police, Marines, National Guards and stuff. Right now it looks calm. I don't see no movement. I know I heard of a fruit vendor that works near the Bank of America, who got married here 25 years ago to a citizen who was approached by ICE, was interrogated for quite some time, but had the documentation showing that he was married and that he was actually a citizen. Now, they didn't take him, but they ended up taking several other people. They took a couple of people that were working the food trucks and other vendors. The street vendors, they just boned out. As soon as they seen them, they all took off. Some of them got stopped along the way. But nevertheless, the protest took place, for the No King protest that they had nationwide. And this was the location where they actually held that protest. I didn't come down here. I have medical reasons right now that I wouldn't put myself in that situation. So I lost out on any footage that I could have obtained and stuff. But still, the message is still the same. From the very beginning, Trump said he was going to go after the criminals and the people that have come into the country and have done things to break the law. And even the Hispanics and the Latino community agreed to that, that it needed to be done. They didn't have a problem with that type of deportation. But all of a sudden, he just turned ICE loose to pretty much have free reins and they started picking up people, dropping their kids off at school, in church. They'd go into churches, synagogues, because it's not just Mexicans that are being deported. It's also people from other countries like Japan, China, Cuba, that also are being deported. But when I do my content, I usually speak on the Hispanics and the Mexican community, because that's who I'm closest to here. I know very little about the other the other communities, the other immigrants that are here from other countries, and what their plight is. Nevertheless, like I said, even people that work in hotels are going to be considered critical workers, and they're going to be allowed to go in, give their fingerprints, and I heard it said that they would probably go and pick the fields, clean out the orchards, and get all the agricultural parts on trucks, and whatever it is, oranges, strawberries, vegetables, get them all of that product into trucks, and then they'd be deported, and they could come back next season. And then I heard Trump say himself that they would be fingerprinted and basically deported and then reinstated as here on work visas, and then be given a kind of a plan to become citizens, and something that they could work at immediately, so that they don't go through this. Because we need these critical workers. We need the people. We need our construction workers. We need all of these critical workers that help hold this infrastructure together. And the Hispanic people are a powerful source of industriousness, where they build buildings. They work on roads. They're in all the industries, in the steel industry. So hopefully Trump will do what he says, and not end up just using these field workers and these critical workers for the time that they need them, and then kick them out of the country. But only time will tell. Even if what he said, so far he's done everything that he said he's going to do. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna take place. But hopefully he doesn't just flip it on them, just like he did from the very beginning, when that was supposed to be the plan. Deport the criminals, deport the gang members that are committing crimes and victimizing people here in America. Instead, he went off of everybody and anything and went after them with a swiftness. He should have stood to what he promised to do, and then he wouldn't have created all this havoc. He knows this is going to hurt him. He sees all the people that are showing up, and regardless if he tries to have a strong arm and do what he wants with his Marines and all that, look at the little march that took place, the moratorium on Whittier Boulevard. That brought so much changes for the Mexican community, Chicano community, and even the black community. Our rights changed. So I suspect, due to the size and involvement of all the people, both Hispanics, Japanese, even white, even Americans, went out to protest the No King protest. So I'm sure that's going to bring about some changes, and I think President Trump will probably do things differently from this point out. If not, of course, he's going to face ramifications in the end, man. When it comes time for voting on different laws and situations, he's going to get a big pushback on things that people just might let go by. Man, people are going to have a strong stance against him, knowing that he's wishy-washy. He could change. We could flip him. He went from, I'm going to do this, I'm only going to deport the criminals, to deporting 85-year-old men in wheelchairs, because I seen it on TV. It wasn't fake news. Dude got lifted out of the chair, by people from the National Guards, handcuffed and deported. So come on, that wasn't the deal in the beginning. So I think now he's going back to that deal. He's backpedaling on all this handed deportation. But hey, time will tell. I've learned one thing, if not anything at all, from all this, is not to trust Trump 110%. He has a little bit of some I don't know, man. I just don't trust the guy anymore. So anyways, we'll see what happens in the near future. I'm sure these changes will be announced more and reiterated throughout social media and throughout the community. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys heard. Yeah, hit me up in the comment section. Don't matter if you agree with the deportation, or you do or you don't. It doesn't matter. Just go ahead and leave a comment. Let us know what's your point of view. We all could learn something from one another. All right, thank you for watching. God bless you. God bless your families. And people, whatever you do, man, protest, do what you got to do, but don't get yourself caught up where you're committing crimes and vandalism and all that crazy nonsense and ending up behind bars and behind them walls, because it's bad in there too. Very similar situations are taking place in there with the government, let's say, of the prisons. The people who run the prisons, the people in charge of the prisons, the way that they treat inmates, it's like up to them what they do. It's very little that a person could do outside of just stop eating and feeding yourself to get the attention you need from media and from lawyers and any government officials, or just to get support of the community about how inmates are treated. And they're kind of like mirror images to me. What's happening in the deportation situation and what's happening in the prisons. Anyways, you guys, be careful out there. Stay safe and stay out of prison, stay out of jail, whatever it takes, man. Freedom's everything out here right now. You got to be here for your families, because we're on shaky ground right now with the economy and everything. So be careful, people. God bless you for watching. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next video.